Welcome back. The Defense Department's laying the groundwork now for a new cloud computing contract. John Hale, Chief of Product Management and Development at the Defense Information Systems Agency, says the contract should be ready next fall. Richard Crowe is Civil Sector President at Booz Allen. Rich, welcome. It's great to see you again. A lot of organizations all across government, especially DOD and civilian organizations, are talking about the success they're having with multi-cloud. That's why DOD is moving to its next iteration of cloud. What's driving the success of a multi-cloud configuration in your view?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. One, we're, in the federal space, we're about 10 years into adopting cloud. So there's a lot of best practices and lessons learned that we can take and apply to other agencies and across agencies as they expand their cloud footprint. There's also a lot of lessons learned from commercial best practices, and the two are really converging in a way that's accelerating cloud adoption across federal agencies. We're seeing more and more agencies as they continue on their journey of modernization adopt cloud and now starting to look at multi-cloud environments.
You wrote recently about the delivery of mission-tailored, never-fail software systems that are dependent on the cloud. That title is really, I think, sums up exactly what these systems have to do, doesn't it?
Sure, absolutely. When you have life safety missions and you have missions that are really important for public safety, for national security, it's really important that the reliability of these systems have to be available 24/7. At the same time, they have to be built on, combination of sound mission fundamentals, as well as strong technology. And part of that is then making sure that the mission owner is in the center of that, so that they're surrounded both by tech and mission insight. So the third leg of that stool is really having a human-centered design around that, so as you're tailoring out that mission for never fail, that you're kind of thinking about the operator and the mission holder at the end of the day.
And that syncs with what I was just talking with Paul and Keith about a moment ago, which is having mission delivery people involved in the development of whatever it is you're developing, whether it's the cloud architecture or the software itself.
Oh, absolutely. I think what we're finding really now is agile best practices, where you have the technologists, the mission holders, the program people, and all the people who are surrounding it with all the different requirements are all working in an iterative process, so that at the end of the day you want to have the mission holder and the people who are executing the mission at the center of this, and you're able to really kind of bring the best together.
Another item that you and I have talked about before is how artificial intelligence is either driving this forward or maybe changing the direction of how the concepts of cloud and software development and so on move forward. What are you seeing in that now?
Well, it's really driving it in a number of dimensions, right? We're using now, for modernization, we're using AI to help the modernization cycle, taking old code, reverse engineering it, and then kind of refactoring it at a faster pace. We're also using AI in IT operations, so to help how to help with deployments across the enterprise, using AI more effectively on the IT operations side. And then I think just even in helping the operators in decision-making process by better use of data, enabling that mission with data, and then really helping with some of the decision-making process to help the operator get the data that they need and make real-time decisions at the speed of business.
One of the items that you wrote about recently is leveraging AI to automate data cleanup and standardization, as you just mentioned. The standardization to me seems to be as important, or maybe more important, than the cleanup, so that systems can talk to each other outside of the silos of individual organizations. Am I on the right track there?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things we're finding as as business becomes more and more interconnected across different agencies, it's really important to be able to expose data, share data, do it in a way that's with trust and safety, but also make sure that there's using AI appropriately to kind of quickly stage the data, move it back and forth. So I think one of the things that we're seeing is put more of a premium on the data engineering to make sure that the data is staged correctly, so that you can build the wraparound systems, whether you're using a COTS product, you're building up a special system for it, or whatever. It really boils down to is the data is becoming more and more the currency that we have to kind of focus on.
We have less than a minute left. Are agencies becoming more amenable to the idea of some type of COTS solution to be able to manipulate the data, use the data the way that you just described than maybe they have been in the past?
Oh, I definitely see more and more COTS adoption, and I think there are a number of data platforms that are out there that really enable agencies and mission holders to do their work. So we're seeing more and more of that out there, particularly in the civilian agencies, where they're just like commercial practices. So they use the COTS systems that are out there, and it's enabling to quickly get modernization and take advantage of what industry is paying for in the broader economy.
Rich, it's great to have you on the show.
Great.
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me back again.